Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our second lesson in our butterfly unit. I'm very excited to read today's story to you. It's called The Amazing Life Cycle of Butterflies. The Amazing Life Cycle of Butterflies. In the warmer months of spring and summer, butterflies flutter about. These beautiful insects carry pollen from flower to flower, just like bees. Did you know that this is just one stage of a butterfly's incredible life cycle? A butterfly begins its life as a tiny egg. Some eggs are round, some are oval, and some have ridges. So here's the round, oval, and then these ones have ridges. The female butterfly sticks her eggs onto leaves or stems very close together. This plant will soon become food. Inside the butterfly eggs, new life is growing. But these creatures are not yet butterflies. After a few days, the eggs hatch and butterfly larvae appear. Butterfly larvae are also known as pupae or caterpillars. At first, they look like small wriggling worms. Isn't that cool? And these ones are the eggs that have ridges. And we learned here that another name for a caterpillar is a larvae or pupae. A caterpillar's job is to eat. Most caterpillars eat plants, but some eat other insects. They eat so much that soon their skin becomes too tight. It splits, and underneath is a new, bigger skin. As the caterpillar grows, this happens again and again. Isn't that cool? Caterpillars have many enemies. They are gobbled up by birds, wasps, and ladybugs. In some countries, humans eat them too. Caterpillars use bristles, spikes, smells, and poison to frighten away enemies. Sometimes they disguise themselves with eye spots and patterns. This caterpillar is pretending to be a snake. Look at this caterpillar. It looks like it has snake eyes over here, but it's actually its tail. And I really like looking at how every caterpillar is just a little bit different. And they have different colors to help them either blend into their environment and camouflage, or maybe some bristles to help scare off any enemies that want to eat them. So caterpillars come in all shapes and sizes. When the caterpillar is finished growing, it hangs upside down from a leaf or branch. Very slowly, a shell forms around it. This shell is called a chrysalis. Like the caterpillar, the chrysalis is patterned. This makes it difficult for enemies to spot. So, if I was just looking up at a tree branch, this almost looks just like a leaf, but it's a chrysalis. And look, isn't it neat how the caterpillar hangs as a J and then it just builds this chrysalis around itself. Inside the chrysalis, something amazing happens. The caterpillar dissolves into a soupy mixture. Then eyes, legs, wings, antennae, and other body parts begin to form. After a week or two, the caterpillar will have changed into a brand new butterfly. So here it is, the chrysalis is hanging. So the caterpillar actually changes it dissolves into a soupy mixture, and its its caterpillar body disappears and its butterfly body starts to emerge. Isn't that cool? And that process, remember, it was called metamorphosis. At last, the adult butterfly pushes its way out of the chrysalis. This splits open and the butterfly appears. It's a tight fit inside the chrysalis, so the butterfly must first unfold soft wings, which will take a few hours to harden. Then it flies for the very first time. So we're going to look at this chrysalis. I think that the artist that drew the picture made it kind of transparent so that we can see what's actually happening inside. Okay. Out comes the butterfly, and its wings are still wet and they're very soft, so it needs to let them dry first before they start flying. A butterfly has 4 wings. These are covered with millions of tiny colored scales, which create different patterns. Some wing patterns allow butterflies to hide. Others have special markings that look like big eyes to scare away enemies. Bold, bright colors attract mates. Look at these. Look at this one. It looks like it has eyes. Look at all of these beautiful butterflies. A butterfly tastes with its feet and smells with its antennae. Its mouth is shaped like a long tube. The butterfly uses this to feed on nectar from flowers. Butterflies can only fly if they are warm. When they are too cold, they bask in the sun until their temperature rises. Isn't that cool? So butterflies actually can't fly if it's too cold. They have to wait till their body temperature is higher. And I didn't know that butterflies taste with their feet. Some species of butterflies, like the monarch, live for a few months. So this is the monarch. But most live for just 1 or 2 weeks. During their short lives, butterflies mate. When the female butterfly lays eggs, the life cycle starts all over again. So here we have some new eggs. Did you know that butterflies are in danger? Pesticides cause them harm, and there are fewer wildlife areas for them to visit. Soon, many species may become extinct. You can help by planting flowers such as buddleia, verbena, and lavender in a sunny, sheltered spot. Then wait for butterflies to appear. So I guess butterflies really like those particular flowers and plants. And pesticides are actually things that it's actually a chemical that people have created to spray on plants, such as fruit and vegetable plants, to help get rid of the bugs, because we don't want our fruits and vegetables to get eaten by bugs. But those pesticides cause harm for butterflies and a lot of other insects, unfortunately. A butterfly's life cycle has 4 stages. These are egg, caterpillar, chrysalis, and adult butterfly. So you guys already learned that in our last lesson. During its life, the butterfly transforms completely. This amazing process is called metamorphosis. And that is the end of our story. So it's called The Amazing Life Cycle of Butterflies. So for lesson 2 for this week, I have 2 assignments for you. I'm going to get my butterfly duotang and I'm going to take them out and I'll show you what they are. Okay, so the first assignment that we have is this one here. there are 2 sheets in your folder that come next. So this one, it has a picture of a big butterfly with the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what you need to do is you need to actually take the other sheet. There are 4 circles here with the life cycle of a butterfly. There is a leaf here with some eggs on it, a butterfly, a butterfly that's still in its chrysalis, and a caterpillar. So I would like you to color all 4 pictures and cut them out, and then we are going to glue it onto this sheet, okay? So I'm going to show you mine, okay? So I've colored and cut out my 4 pictures. I'm going to put them here on my table, and I'll show you I have colored the other sheet. I didn't color these dots because I wanted to see the number in them, and I know it's going to get covered. Now, when I was getting ready to do this, I thought, oh no, I don't have any glue. What am I going to use to glue the 4 pictures on? And I thought, what do I have in my home that I can use instead? And I actually have tape. So if you don't have any glue at home, you might have tape. You can ask your mommy and daddy to help you get some tape for this activity, okay? All right, so I'm going to use this table here. I'm going to push my water to the side, and I have some green painter's tape. So I'm going to need 4 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you're getting your tape, this is how you have to make sure, this is how you have to make it so it works. You actually have to have the sticky side out, the non-sticky side inside, and you curl it up so that it's all the sticky side on the outside. So I'm going to find my first picture, which I know from last week's assignment, the first stage of a butterfly's life is this one, eggs on a leaf or stem, as we found out today. And I'm going to stick it on number 1 of my sheet. And the next stage, I know, out comes a caterpillar or a larvae or a pupae. So this is the next stage. I have my tape, and I'm going to stick it on number 2. And then I know that my caterpillar, when it eats enough food and it's ready to build itself a chrysalis, it's going to find a good spot to make one. So this is the 3rd stage in a butterfly's life. And finally, after metamorphosis happens inside that chrysalis. So we learned today that the caterpillar, it turns itself into a soupy mixture and it starts to form a new body. And then it will, when it's ready, it comes out as a butterfly. Okay, so number 4, great. So this is my finished work, and I chose to make a red butterfly. I would like to see what your butterfly looks like. Okay, let's put that down. Now, the second assignment that you have this week is you'll find inside your folders, either in your pocket or in the clear pocket, this book. You are going to be coloring this book, and you're going to get to read it to your family when you're finished. Now, your book looks just like mine. It's not colored yet, but you're going to color it, right? So I'm actually going to show you mine. It's finished, I've colored it, and here it is. So this is Miss Wong's book, Butterfly, Butterfly, and I am going to read it to you. Here we go. Butterfly egg, what will you be? I will be a caterpillar, soon you will see. Caterpillar, caterpillar, what will you be? I will be a chrysalis, soon you will see. Chrysalis, chrysalis, what will you be? I will be a butterfly, soon you will see. So that's my butterfly, and that's the end. Back to the beginning. So that's mine, and I would like you to color yours, and then you can read it to your family, or you can read it with your family. And the way that this book was written, it sounds a lot like the story that we've already heard many times before, brown bear, what do you see, right? So this is butterfly, butterfly, what will you be? Okay, so that is our lesson number 2 for this week. I would like you to turn off the video now, and you can pull out your sheets. These ones, you have 3 things. You have this book, and you have these 2 sheets to work on to show the life cycle of a butterfly. Okay? All right, I will see you next week. Bye.